Once again, survivors bid hundreds of victims goodbye. Israeli leaders say they have relaunched attacks on Gaza to put pressure on Hamas and free captives. But for the families of those captives who are camped out in Tel Aviv, the attacks are a nightmare. Some staged a symbolic march towards Gaza.
My son is alive and must be returned alive. If Netanyahu decides to sacrifice my son, I will also be a victim. I will not sit at home and wait for army officers to knock on the door and tell me about his fate.
They accuse their Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of sacrificing the lives of those still held in Gaza for his personal political gain. Many Israelis agree.
I think that getting back to fighting is a death sentence for the hostages. That's about it. And I think the only reason that the coalition, that the government would like to go back to fighting is to stay in power. It's got nothing to do with what's best for Israel. It only has to do with maintaining the coalition in power.
In the Knesset, far-right Minister Bezalel Smotrich, an ardent advocate of returning to the war, enters into a shouting match with families of the captives before ordering them out of the room. Unlike Netanyahu's partners in government who are cheering on the onslaught, many in Israel want a deal first, war later.
I would rather not go back to war until all the captives are returned. Only then can they do whatever they want.
The Israeli Prime Minister has brought back Otzma Yehudit, another far-right party, to his coalition to safeguard it from opposition attempts to bring it down. Netanyahu is unbothered by any international uproar. In word and in deed, he has the backing of Donald Trump, and that seems to be all the support he needs to resume the genocide. Nour, Odeh, Jazeera, Amman.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.